everybody. As we get older, resistance training is really, really important for us, okay? It's important for our bone health, to keep our muscles. As we get older, something called sarcopenia happens to us, which is basically just our muscles just kind of getting smaller and weaker, and we don't want that to happen, okay? We want to keep our bodies nice and firm, our muscles nice and strong, our joints in good shape. So I'm going to show you some things that you can do with resistance bands, okay? So you don't need to go join a gym, you don't need to buy a weight set, you don't need to get a bunch of dumbbells or kettlebells or barbells or anything like that. You can get a set of resistance bands. They usually come in 4 or 5 to a set from Amazon for like $25, okay? And that's the sum total of your investment monetarily. Now the rest is just the time that you're going to put into this. So I'm going to show you a few upper body exercises that you can do with these resistance bands. Now, one reason that I like resistance bands is you can very easily vary the amount of resistance. So, for example, I'm just going to use this green one here. This is like a medium weight resistance band. But, if I'm going to do curls, for example, depending upon where I step on this is going to really vary the amount of resistance, okay? And another reason I like the resistance bands is because they're safe, okay? So, when we're working out with dumbbells or something like that, you've got that entire weight through the entire movement that you're going through. And a lot of times that's not good for our joints, okay? Because we're trying to press, the entire weight at a very maybe weak point that our joints are in. And that's not always that safe, and that can cause injury. But with the resistance bands, the resistance gets greater as we go through that motion. So a lot of good reasons to incorporate resistance bands into your strength training. And honestly, it's really all you need. Okay, so just to go through a few exercises here, just in our upper body, our arms, shoulders. First one's going to be curls, okay? So we can put the band on the floor. We can step on it to get whatever resistance we want. Just bring our arm up. Keep our elbow close to our side as we're bringing our arm up. Look at the other way here. Bringing our arm up, elbow close to our side, okay? Again, you can vary the resistance as you want. We could, step on this and do both arms at the same time. That's perfectly fine to do it that way. Now, this particular curl I'm doing with my palms facing up. If you want to engage a little bit more of your bicep, if you turn your palm facing in, okay? So your palm is facing in, now you bring your arm up. That's going to engage a little bit more of the bicep muscle. Again, you can do this with one hand, or we can do it with two arms at the same time. Doesn't make any difference. Get that resistance that's good for us. You want to work up to being able to do maybe 10 or 12 reps of these, 10 or 12 in a row, and maybe 3 sets of them. Now, I would not recommend starting off there unless you've been working out. If you're just beginning, and that's really who I'm gearing this towards, is if you're just beginning, start slow, start easy, okay? Just, you have to get, we call neural adaptation. It's our muscles telling our brain, yes, it's okay for us to move in this pattern. Maybe we haven't done that for many, many years, okay? And so we kind of go through that process of training our bodies, training our brain, that it's okay to do these movements. Okay, a second one, triceps, the back of our arms, okay? There's a couple we can do with these. We can step on the resistance band on the floor, lean over a little bit, get our tricep, our arm right about here, and just bring our arm back like that. Don't come too far forward. That's going to engage the bicep. So just come right about here and bringing your arm back. Straight out. And all these movements, we want to make sure that when we do what we call the negative, like when we're coming back, we don't want to come back real fast. We want to come back slowly, because coming back slowly is going to help build that muscle as well. Another one for our triceps, you can put this over our head and just bring your arms up like that. That'll work that tricep as well. Of course, we'll be doing this with both sides of your body, both arms. Okay, a good one for our shoulders. It's just going to be the shoulder press, okay? Bringing our arms up like this. You can do one arm at a time, just pressing up like that. Or we can do two arms, however you want to do it. Up and down, up and down, up and down. Very, very good. Another one for the shoulders is our lateral arm raise, okay? And you know, one thing I did forget to mention, before you start doing any of this, make sure you're warmed up. Make sure you've got those joints warmed up. I've got another video on here about how to warm up for exercise. Check that one out, and make sure before you start doing any type of resistance training, you are fully warmed up. So for the lateral arm raise, we can just step on our band and just bring our arms up like that. If you feel pain while you're doing this, don't do that. Don't go through the pain. There's a reason for it. Don't press through pain. Just stop. All right, very, very good. The last one we're going to do on this one is just going to be for our back, okay? And on this one, we can sit on the floor and put the band over our feet and bring it back like this. Now, if that's not enough resistance, you know, we can maybe wrap it around our feet once or something just to get a little bit more resistance. That's the beauty of these bands. It's very easy to increase or decrease the amount of resistance, okay? Squeezing our back together as we do this. All right. So those are just a few of the exercises that you can do for your upper body, for your arms, your biceps, triceps, shoulders, back, to help build muscle, help stop our muscles from deteriorating and getting weaker as we age. All right, I hope you give this a try.